All right. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Let's see if anybody pops on. I think I put all my stuff on silent, so that's good. All right. Welcome. It's been a couple weeks. Um, and Wednesdays here in the Crafty Casita are all about uh, paper crafting fun. Actually, every day I'm in the Crafty Casita, it's about paper crafting fun. Good morning, Lola. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for letting me know. I always feel like it's a roll of the dice whether or not this is going to work out. Um, so hopefully everybody's starting off Wednesday with a great, I don't know, morning. Been doing chores, lots of chores. But yeah, and then later today, I get to have a team meeting, which is always fun. I love getting the group together and crafting around the table here in the casita, or sometimes it's in the house, but today it's going to be in the casita. And one second, I feel like I might cough, and I don't want to do that. Okay. Today's card is going to be, I'm going to show you kind of like a unique way on how to use your stamps, maybe thinking outside the box. So hopefully, uh, um, gives you some ideas, right? Spark some creativity, just get you playing with your stuff, all your goodies that you have. And so let's see. Gail says, Gail says, good morning, caught you live. I know it's kind of rare that you're here live. So thank you so much for being here, Gail. And a nice camping trip. We had a really, I'm going to say it was nice, but it was cold. And you guys all on here know that I don't really love being cold. Um, but it was very nice. I love being up in the woods and uh, being in the woods. I love it. So, hello, Susanna. Thank you so much for being here. And my guess is that it's mom that's watching me. So, hello. Thank you, mom, for being here. Okay. So, today's card. I keep, I was just like in a cleaning mode. All of a sudden, I was like, oh, I should clean this up and tried to make this area. I could do this. This area. I can't do it. I don't know what's wrong with me. Back there in the desk, back there. Um, I was trying to clean it up so it doesn't look like such a mess. And so I just started, we'll just say I started cleaning, but I got a trash bucket next to me and I just started kind of dumping some stuff that's been sitting around for way too long. Anyway, sometimes you just have to do that in your craft room. So today's card, we're going to use a couple different stamp sets and let's get started so I can make the table bigger. Oops, or go away. Either way. Good morning, Yolanda. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you so much for being here. Um, and Henry, if you're here too, thank you so much for being here. Okay, so this is how you can find me on all the socials. I don't think I said my name is Jennifer Olea. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the lovely Yuma, Arizona. So today's card is did you guys catch? I do try on my graphics. I give you a little bit of hint as to like where the card is going. So if you saw the graphic today on Facebook, you'll notice that I put lots and lots of circles on it. So this is the card kind of that we're going to be making today. And I got this idea. I want to give credit to a fellow demonstrator, and she is based out of Australia, and her name is Laura Beecham. Maybe I may be butchering that last name, but I love her designs and her concepts. And I remember when I first started scrapbooking, 101 years ago. Um, I did some of this stuff like doodling. I did doodling. And let's face it, when I was in elementary school, I did a lot of doodling. I probably should have paid a little bit more attention to the teacher. But, and raise your hand or give me a high five or something if when you're on the phone, if you have to be on the phone, do you doodle on a piece of paper? I must have a pen or a pencil. A good sharpened number two is my favorite. But if I have to talk to somebody on the phone and I'm on hold or I just am like waiting for somebody to pick up, I doodle. So, um, and we're kind of just using some basic dies today. These are the Spotlight on Nature dies in your stash. My guess is if you're a crafter, you have some really good basic dies. So that's like where you would start, or where I would start if I was just starting out as a paper crafter. I'm not sure why I have all this here. But I also wanted to show you, maybe you don't want to doodle. You don't have to doodle, right? You could make this card without all the doodles if you wanted. But like I just said, I love it. So let's see where to start. I'm kind of rambling today, guys. We are going to be using the banner sayings. Oh, thank you for letting me know, Yolanda, that both of them are working good today. I made extra special care in pressing both little areas that I had to press to go to Facebook and to YouTube. We're also going to be using this Nature Symphony with this big giant tree branch. And then we're going to be using these in Circled with Love, but we are not going to be using the images. We are just going to be using actually the back of the stamp. And so this is how you can stretch your stamps, is that, right, this stamp right here is just a really good circle. And so if you don't want any of the image, the great thing about these photopolymer stamps is that they will stick on both sides, right? So that's how we're going to get our flat circles right here. So like this right here is a stamp, and this one right here is a stamp. So let's get started. Okay, so today we're going to be using some Secret Sea, because it seems like I can't be getting enough of this color. Secret Sea. Let's see. And it's just a traditional card, right? Funfold will be posted later on YouTube. But then we have the peach pie, and then we have a basic white that is, I want it to be bigger so you don't see so much basic white. So let's get the right. There we go. We'll go like this. And then this guy's going to go on the inside. Okay. And then I have some Designer Series paper, and it all comes from one paper pack. So it all kind of matches. Or coordinates. I won't say it matches, but it all coordinates, right? And so I just took those Spotlight on Nature dies and I cut out some circles. So like this floral, and then I'm going to punch another one out. I think I'll probably, I don't know, do that one. Maybe, we'll see. Maybe this one. I don't know, just kind of winging it today. And we are going to do some stamping. So that big leaf or flower, no, big branch, that big branch stamp, this guy, we're going to ink it up and we're going to stamp it right on this circle. So this is just the, we'll call it like the B side of the paper. And we're going to use Misty Moonlight doing that. A great way to use up scrap paper. It is. I love, especially if you have like just some like odds and ends. It's a great way to just kind of mash them together, right? So we're going to ink this guy, or we're going to stamp this guy right on the circle. And I don't know. I feel like I don't stamp on designer series paper too much, but when it's kind of a, what you would say like the B side, or this is pretty subtle um, print on your paper, you can stamp right over it. And I think it works great. Okay. So we're going to go, maybe we'll do it like this. I'm just kind of seeing where I want stuff, but we are going to stamp those circles, right? So how are we going to stretch those circles? So I think, let's see, this is one that I did for class, right? We did this in class on Friday. And then I did this one as another example. So this is just a couple more circles. And this is, this paper right here is from, was it February's product of the month? It's just sitting on my desk. And then this is one from another pack of paper, and it just kind of goes because it's kind of the bluish dots. And then I'll show you the inside too. But so like this guy, I did 3 stamped circles, and I think I kind of like that one better. So just kind of depends on how much white space you want. Everybody's a little different in that area as to whether or not you like white space or you don't like white space. Some people are okay with it. Some people like, I have to fill every quarter, and there's no wrong answer. Okay, so we're going to stamp this. Now, because this is a really, really flat stamp, you want to make sure that you get pressure on all of the area. Okay. And then before I clean it on the Stampin' Scrub, I like to stamp it off just so my Stampin' Scrub doesn't get so dirty so fast. Okay. So there's that. Now we're going to take, I think we'll use one of the new colors. And by new, I mean, they're coming, right? So in May, we're going to get 5 new ink colors. And here's one of them, the Hydrangea Hue, in the new stamp case. And if you follow Stampin' Up! At all, you know that we're getting these new stamp cases. And they are the ink pads anyway. What am I looking for? Something to scrape that off. The ink pads anyway, they are not as juicy as our current ones. So that just means you have to put a little bit more pressure to get the ink all over the place. Okay, so, and before I would tell you like tap, 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 tap. No, now we have to like press down because you want to pick up all that ink. Okay. And on another video, I'm going to show you a trick on, not a trick, but a little tip that I just saw online about these stamp cases. Okay. So there we go. We're going to press it all over the place. So there's that guy. Okay. And then maybe we'll do one more with peach pie. Let's see. Oops. I have these little dots from the die, and I just picked them up with the stamp. I should probably get rid of those. There we go. Okay. So, I mean, that's a good contrast, right? Like this guy, you just tap, 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 and you have ink all over the place. And then I don't know if you guys can see that on camera or not, probably not. But you can see the ink kind of spread because the stamp is so flat and there's no texture to it whatsoever, right? Let's see. Okay. Um, let's see. Yolanda said, great way to use up scraps. Yep. Always love to use up scraps. And the stamp set over designer series paper. I know, I feel like we probably don't do it as much as we could, right? And then, oh, hydrangea hue is your new favorite color. It's pretty. It kind of changes colors too. Sometimes it looks a little bit more purple-ish, and sometimes it looks a little bit more blue. But yeah, it is a very pretty color. And then Gail says she's excited about the new stamp cases. I think we all are excited about the new stamp cases. So because the old ones were, or the ones that are going to be going away, sometimes there is just a little difficulty in opening them up, right? Okay, so to do the doodle part, now you could use just a black pen, right? I do have the Secret C Stamp and Write marker, which we actually no longer carry, but I'm going to use it because I have it. And so to do this doodle, I just kind of start it in place, like, let's just start right here. And I know I'm going to want to do some kind of like loop, right? Just like when you're doing cursive. My guess is everyone that's watching this, at least everyone that is watching live, knows how to write cursive. So it's just like making L's and E's. Let's see, Gail said the new white markers are going to be interesting for doodling. They are. And you could actually, oh, that's a good idea. You could use the white markers like on your dark colors right here. It's going to be so cute. Okay, so I don't care if it's straight. I'm not using a ruler, and I'm just kind of going around, and that one's a little wonky, but I don't care. And then I'm just doing all the white spaces. Oops, I did that one. I don't know why. I've never done that one like that before. That's like a really backwards A in cursive writing. But, and then we'll just go like this. Now, I am going to do around the circles because some of these circles you're not going to see. It's going to get covered up by designer series paper, but some of it you are going to see. So I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to start this way. Like on one of them, I just wrote the word love, but then I just kind of like kept going with the E. Doodle, 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 right? And I am going all the way around, but my guess is you're not going to see it. But and I'm just doing the outside, the edge, right? I'm trying not to stick my head in here in the camera view, but and if you want to, you could even add, like one of these I did, you could do your outline, right? And then you could add your loops if you want. Nobody's going to know how you did this. Let's see. Lola said cursive is a lost art. Yeah, I knew what you meant, Lola. Cursive is a lost art. I think I've said this before, but one time online I saw like a museum in Washington, D.C. was looking for volunteers to read old letters because the college interns didn't know how to read cursive. So they were looking for people my age and older, probably, so that they could read cursive. But I will say that the kids that I deal with, they are learning cursive. So I think that's cool. Okay, so there's our doodle card front. And now we're going to cover some of it up. Okay, so I think like maybe I'll add, oops, not, I don't want the paintbrush side, I want the skinny side. I'll just add some doodles on the flip side, right? Okay, and then I have a punch that, what is this? This is 1 3/4 punch. We'll just see. I want it like, you just kind of have to play around with it. Do I want it like that? Do I want this one? I don't know. Maybe you guys tell me which one you like. We'll put it on the card base so that you can tell me what, if you like the dark designer series paper or if you like the hydrangea hue designer series paper. All right, we're going to add this. And we're going to do some more stamping with sentiments. But there's this. And we're going to stamp the inside. And this is kind of like, you just got to play around with it. How do you want it? That may go like this or like this. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's see. Yolanda said, I like it. It's not right or wrong, just fun. Right? That's what I love about paper crafting. Well, any craft, art, right? Art is all subjective. So it's, we all have our own opinions and we like what we like. Lola says, I like the bold of the dark. Okay, my mom said dark too. So, all right, I guess we're going with the dark designer series paper. Kind of like it over there. I don't know. We'll see. But let's see. What are we going to stamp today? What are we going to stamp? For the inside, we're going to do I'm Here For You. And then we are going to stamp that tree on the inside also. I keep calling it 700 different things, huh? Next to the yellow, maybe? Is this what you're talking about, Yolanda? Dark and bottom left, right? Okay. All right, Gail, I think that's where it's going to go. So the thing about the Banner Saints stamp set is that it's all sentiments and there's 2 different fonts. So some of it is in print and some of it is in cursive. Imagine that. All right. And then we're going to ink up our, I keep calling this a leaf, a tree, a branch. It's all of the above, right? It could be a tree if it was like this. It could be a branch on a tree. And, well, there are leaves on it, so. Okay, we'll do there. And then I think we'll go opposite quarter. Let's see. Like so. Like that. And then I have a piece of basic white scrap that we are going to stamp the outside greeting, and that says, consider yourself hugged. Now, these guys are really small greetings, right? And so if you have this set or if you buy this set, just beware that they get lost. Let's see. Melanie said, "Hi, Jen. I hope your text for me didn't come into your live." Sorry, it did not. I remembered. I should have a checklist right on my mirror of everything that needs to happen, but I put stuff on silent, so no problem. It's not up to you guys to know my schedule. Um, Okay, but these stamps are very small. And so I'll show you how small they are, right? They're small, right? This is a pretty small block, right? This is the size block that I probably normally use, and this is the smaller block. So these guys are small. So just be careful when you use them that they don't get lost, because I've already lost one. Okay, and then we're going to punch it out, right? We're going to punch it out like this. Now this is an old punch, but I really, really like it. It's kind of got like jagged edges on it, like a, I don't know, like a movie theater ticket or something, or a carnival ticket. But we're going to punch another one out in Secret C, and we are going to cut it in half. You're like, cut it in half? Why? Well, let me show you. Okay. We're going to cut it in half so that we can stretch the image. And why do we want to do that? Because, let me put it on here to show you. Because we want it to be longer than the white image, the stamped, right? So we're going to do like this. So I'm just going to put a piece of seal on this guy. Make sure it goes all the way to the edge. And then I'm going to decide how much I want of that Secret C popping off the edge there, like so. Probably flip it around like this. Now, and there you go. There you have that, right? And then where to put this? Probably put it up there. I don't know. You guys tell me. You guys are kind of building this card for me, and I like it. I'm not opposed to anything you guys have suggested. Okay, I'm going to put these guys down. Please, somebody make some decisions for me. All right, and then this guy's going to go up, up here. Let's see. Yolanda said, yes, like a ticket. It is like a ticket, huh? Like the old, I'm going to say like the Disneyland e-tickets, if anybody remembers those. I do. Okay. And then we have this guy. Probably going to go there, because I tend to always put my sentiments on the bottom. But I may want to pop this up. Do I want to pop it up? Do I not want to pop it up? Who knew there were so many decisions in card making? But these are the fun decisions to make. Let's see. Susanna said, don't hide the rose. Okay, don't hide the rose. Okay, I'll have to double check this now. Don't hide the rose. And to pop it up, baby, we'll go like that. So because I popped up this circle and this guy's going to be attached to the bottom of it, what am I going to do? I'm going to pop up just this corner, this side of it, and then I'll use my seal to attach it to the already popped up item, right? So I'm not going to cover up the rose. It's going to go like that. Is that centered? I don't know. Oh, but I guess what I have to do, let's see, Lola said don't hide the rose. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Thank you guys. So there's the card. Oh, but we have bling. Plus we have the inside. And there's this. And I've got bling. What kind of bling is this? It's called Moody Palette Glossy Dots. And these are pretty flat. I don't know if you guys could see. They're pretty flat. Well, thank you, Lola. I appreciate it. And I don't know where my Picket tool is, so I'm just going to use my fingers. I think, do I want white or do I want these booty ones? Probably want these booty ones. I think we're going to go like this. All right. There is our card for today. Oh, I like it. It's so cute. All right. One other thing I wanted to mention is that April 15th through 17th, if you guys are watching this live, then Step It Up is doing 2 times rewards. So if you place an order April 15th through 17th, Step It Up is going to give you double the rewards that you earn for your order. So I think that's totally, totally awesome. And if you place an order through me, right, like all of you guys that are watching live, place your own orders. But if you are a customer of mine, then if you do place an order of $75 or more, I will send you a mystery box. And if you've ever seen one of my mystery boxes, you know I do not skimp on the mystery boxes. So that is from April 15th through the 17th. Okay. What else? There will be a Funfold video posted later today on YouTube. If you are new around here, like and subscribe to the YouTube page and also to the email, which there's, what do you call it? There's a link in the descriptions or in the description. And I send you that link for the Funfolds on Wednesdays when I do them. So it's easy to access. And what else? I think that's it for today, guys. Thank you guys, all of you. Thank you so much for being here. It was so much fun. I love that you guys basically built the card for me. I love it. I didn't have to make any decisions except for come, hang out, and chat with you guys, which is why I love what I do. All right, guys. Hopefully you get to have a little bit of paper crafting fun today, and I will see you guys all next week. All right. Bye, guys.